Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. You be the judge.
Yeah, it need to be so well. Just like that.
I'll put respect on my name. Gina, so lovely.
And then she rides all the way up and defend herself. You know,
They will either watch your lifestyle or learn to live it themselves. It's not nothing that you can prove to them. Like, try Jesus. Try him. Welcome to Maybe We Can Help, the podcast where we give our unsolicited advice. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. You be the judge. I'm Yall.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
And this is going to be a topic
Awkward.
of how to communicate uncomfortable things. This came up because we were in the salon. We were just talking how can you tell someone that they smell? And I'm not talking about like the regular breath smell, or because that might be uncomfortable for some people, but that not really uncomfortable for me because I feel like you can just slip somebody some gum like, here you go, sis. And they're like, oh gosh, my breath stink. Yeah, you just chew the gum, baby. You be all right. But you know that odor that can happen to some people when they have a pH balance or an infection,
pH balance,
BV, you know, or they just sweating, you know what I'm saying? They might have had to work out, you know, they need to hurry up and go home, go straight gym home. Don't go nowhere else, ma'am. How do you tell someone that they smell
bad?
Now, me and Risha have a kind of the same standpoint on this because I don't know if I could tell anybody. And I know some of y'all going to be like, oh, my gosh, you're not a good friend. My friends don't stink.
If you have stinky friends,
I don't have to tell them that they smell. And even if they are working out and they smell themselves, they be like, oh, I need to go take a shower.
And we won't go get too close.
Aware.
Right.
They be like, listen, I'm a little musty. I've hit that. Like, I'm a little musty. Listen,
yeah,
if you smell me, I know.
Yeah.
You know, but
just to kind of make the room aware.
Yeah, just to make the room aware. But I've actually been in a situation where I've smelled someone that I should have probably told them that they smell. They weren't like a close friend, but I know them, and I was like, no, I can't bring myself to tell you. I'm sorry.
I just feel like it's embarrassing to tell someone that.
I'll probably just be praying like, Lord, please don't let nobody else smell it.
Or Lord, open up their nose hairs. They can smell it themselves and fix it. Cause you know, I ain't got no problem. Like, well, I guess it just depends. I'm about to say, what about must? Like telling a random person, like not random, but like maybe there's somebody just close,
an associate.
Not too close. Yeah.
Well, they have the same perspective. Their perspective is it's difficult. My perspective is you need to know. And I am that friend, you know, that will be uncomfortable. I mean, it's times where I'll just go, you know, even with them, I'll be like, okay, this ain't right. That's not right. I fix stuff on them,
yeah, but
you know, all the time.
Have you ever had to tell somebody they smelled in that way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
Yes.
What did they say?
Thank you. I mean, it depends on the person.
I would just cry and go home.
And that's why I think that your sense of secondhand embarrassment is so strong.
Yes, it's very strong. I can't watch certain movie parts because I'm just like, I know this is coming up and I can't watch this.
Yeah, and because that sense is so strong, it probably makes it more difficult to say something that you think is going to be embarrassing to someone else. Because you have secondhand embarrassment.
I'll be like, oh, thank you. I'm going to leave now.
Oh my goodness.
But I probably would never talk to you for like a week or so.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, and now she thinks I'm the stinky one.
No, I wouldn't think that. I would think like, especially God forbid if it was either one of y'all, I would just think you just have an off day. Like it's never happened out of the years, you know, but it's just
I'm like this. I can't be around you right now.
I don't know. I just feel like my mom trained my nose as a little girl. Like she was like, "You better not go around me stinking." I'm like, okay. She's like, "You're a little girl. You don't need to walk around stinking."
That's the same thing I do to Harmony.
Okay.
Like I let her know this is what it must smell like. You're musty right now. This is what it smells like, and this is what you shouldn't smell like. So this is musty. So we're gonna go wash you up.
Yeah.
So now she tells everybody that they stink.
Oh my.
She does.
Oh, man.
If she smells it, like when we walked in somebody's house that one time, she's like, it stinks in here. I was like, Lord.
That's what happens when you teach your kids stuff. They share the teaching with everyone else. They feel like, okay, she told me.
But it does stink in here.
Be right loud too and embarrassing.
Hush.
And you be wanting to melt and like, that's my child, huh?
Hush, be quiet. Everybody knows it stinks. Be quiet.
I can tell, like, y'all, like, if you have a booger or, like, if you need to fix something, your, bra may be showing or something may be hanging off. I can do all of that is minor work. But it's like, even, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're musty, like, oh, you can go wash your armpits off, put some deodorant on, or fix it at the, time you could fix your breath with
do
gum.
that little tight
go
thing.
Clean your nose out. Right. But when you talk about telling someone their lady parts stink, like... What? Or what about that when they sit down and they tail stink? Like, oh my gosh.
Butt wind.
Oh,
when did they sit down and
wind? I'd be like, what is that putrid? I'm sorry. It just made you feel so upclass. My God, what is that putrid smell? Is that coming from your body?
Oh my
goodness. From your bottom? Can we fix that? Please.
Is that from your bottom?
Right. Like, I should be like, my God. It didn't phase you, huh?
And then some people, like, I know really everybody isn't taught hygiene.
Right.
Everybody isn't taught that.
Jesus.
Everybody isn't. And some people have nose blindness.
It just make me want to pray for their nose. Like, God, open up. I know you can. Because I don't want to be the one to say it. But something got to be done.
I don't want to be the one.
Especially if it's a repetitive thing. Because, like, in high school, like, we had plenty of people that, but I've never said anything.
Never said nothing.
And I wouldn't talk about them either, though. Like, I ain't going to say
also
nothing
wouldn't
else.
talk about them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would smell. I'm like, come on, right.
And keep it moving.
I'm
You're
going
not
this
going to
way.
hear it from me.
You ain't going to hear from me either.
You're not gonna say I said I was talking about you. You stunk. No, you didn't.
Nope.
I never told a soul.
Never.
I was embarrassed for you,
Exactly.
so I didn't tell anybody. So you stunk.
Because not only that, people pick it up. Especially like you remember that one time it was actually in the girls' bathroom, and we were like, "Good." And I was like, dang, I feel bad because I kind of knew who it was. I felt bad because like, dang, if that were me. I always think about if it were me. So that's why I'd be like, even if I smelled something ever, you would never hear me talk about you, sis. Don't even worry about it. Just know I know you stink. But I ain't got nothing but love for you, and I ain't going to tell nobody, okay? Now, if whoever tells somebody from there, that's their nose and their business. It won't come from me.
Lord, please don't let me be in that situation.
I just never had the heart to.
Me neither.
Know. I don't even know if that's a...
Sorry, guys. I got something in my eye. Anywho, but I don't have a problem telling people.
That's really good. Mm-hmm. So if somebody smells, I'm just going to whisper it to you.
Like,
and then you can
she
go tell
helped me
them.
with, what's the face?
And you go to them, and I'm pretty sure it will be embarrassing.
Well,
However, it will also be edifying.
You don't have second-hand embarrassment? Like that doesn't really affect you?
I have, it's not necessarily secondhand embarrassment. I take into consideration how that would make me feel. I'm not sure that's the same thing, but I'm very considerate of other people. So I will try to say it in a way, but I'm the type of person that I want you to tell me. Mm-hmm. Like I'll tell y'all, I was like, what kind of friends are y'all if y'all let me walk around looking any type of way?
A look that's different.
Or anything, anything that, especially when you have a close circle, to me, it's, I would tell y'all, I mean, I could tell now.
Y'all wouldn't even tell me. Y'all wouldn't even have to tell me. I smell myself all the time. I always make sure.
Right. Well, that's the thing. But if it weren't that way,
yeah,
I would tell you.
I believe that. And I feel like, if I wasn't aware of my nose, I feel like I would want somebody to tell me too. But because I'm like, nope, you ain't gonna get me before I get me. I'm gonna get me right before.
So you constantly checking,
yeah,
which is great.
Yeah,
which is great.
Why do you think some people have nose blindness to themselves?
Because they grew up in environments where there were smells.
That was funky.
And, if constantly dirty.
So you
and the thing is, it's people that have messy houses. And I mean, my room is messy sometimes. But
it's not
messy and dirty are different.
There you have. That's you took
messy,
the words out of my mouth. That's what I was gonna say. Some people grow up and it's just like the house is lived in, so it's something here, something there. But if you have food and rotting things sitting in the trash can and nobody likes to take the trash out, food and stuff in your dishes. Nobody likes to do the dishes.
Dirty diapers all over the floor.
Right. Or if you have pets
Mm-hmm.
and that you don't clean up after or don't clean the pet enough to where it's not affecting the smell of the house, then at some point you become blind to it. I mean, you could have a stench in the air. You go, you know, and you can't. And after a while, you can't smell it anymore.
You know the people that cook and they food, their house scent being their food. Y'all ever seen that TikTok? They was like, I'm not eating at this auntie house. It was a guy that went off. He was like, I don't care if my family offended. Every time she cooks something, we taste her house in that food.
It's so strong.
Yeah, like mothballs, stuff like that.
Jesus.
Like
that's hilarious. Like it's the ghetto because I remember those things though. My food, my grandma food never. But I remember mothballs smelling like in the house. Like, please.
And then you smell like that when you leave.
But I smell like cigarette smoke growing up. That's why I'd be like, oh, that is ghetto. That's why I feel like I knew it was ghetto.
For children and people who smell like
the person that brought my food yesterday.
Yeah, DoorDash.
The bag. I could tell that and you know I'm allergic. So I was like, and my hands were itching, and then they're like, I had this, like dry, itchy feeling all day today, and like my face stuff, and I was looking for the stuff to spray in my face just so I wouldn't, because I didn't want to touch my face.
DoorDash, like y'all should create a feature, like this is a free game that you can request a non-smoker.
Yeah,
for situations like that.
Or just
some people don't
off.
want it. Some people,
and
no,
I mean, you should.
I think now at that point,
but it had to been a fresh cigarette or something. Like it was. It like the whole bag was, and then for my hands to be itchy, you had to been smoking in the car or something.
That's crazy to be smoking around. But some people smoke. Remember when we went to that karaoke?
And especially they think that if I roll my window down, it's not that bad.
Smoking and eating. I said, I know you can't taste your food. I know you can't taste your food.
You just eating to get full. Because ain't no way
to satisfy your stomach. Because ain't no way you taste that.
Menthol.
You can't taste that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
do what you do.
I'm still gonna. I still need to. I was waiting to be able to report that too because that is.
Oh, don't wait. Do it immediately.
I tried.
Oh, you tried.
Yeah, I tried for about an hour. But it wouldn't let me click on it, so I need to go. I told myself that I was gonna go back.
I'm joking.
No, I reported my food. When DoorDash is missing something, now I don't always blame the driver, but I be like, Taco Bell, you missed my burrito, get my money back. For real. Yeah, I mean, DoorDash too high not to get what I pay. I know this is off subject, y'all. This is off subject. Did y'all see the man on TikTok who spent over $10,000 on DoorDash?
And what did he get?
In 2024? No.
Oh, just altogether?
Altogether. He added it up.
$10,000?
$10,000.
He could have got him
and he broke it down.
That's crazy work.
I said, what? $10,000 on DoorDash?
Wow.
I said, good.
Wow.
I maybe on DoorDash last year spent $200, if that, because I don't.
Yeah,
I'm one of the ones. I'm finna go get it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get it.
Don't even worry about it.
I do DoorDash.
Yeah, but you
need to add yours,
but not
up.
as much as
you need to add all of 2024. I would love to see your number.
Your kids.
Including the kids.
Now if we include that, that's just unfair.
Yeah, for sure.
I said, but anyway, back to the subject. Yeah. Where we at?
Uncomfortable situations and tell people that they stink. I think you should. I understand y'all situation and y'all be like, I just
could
can't.
tell somebody got a booger though.
Yeah,
I could do stuff like that. Like if I see it, but if I smell it,
this is off. It's not off subject. It's kind of subject, but because it's another thing. Like cigarette smoke and weed smoke. Do y'all believe that they can't smell it? Like they really believe like other people can't smell it.
I don't think it's as strong as it actually is.
Really?
Because
non-smokers.
I've been a smoker.
Look at me. It stinks. It smells really bad. Like,
yeah, and you'll think you'll cut it down with a little.
We smell it. You know what we smell? We smell the spray and we smell the cigarettes. That's what we smell. And the weed. It stinks.
I really
smell
wasn't a heavy weed smoker. I was more so like the Black Mouse, which is real ghetto. That's real ghetto because they be like, young man, what did you going through? When we talking about females that smoke Black Mouse, I used to be like, Lord,
but why do you?
I don't know. I didn't like cigarettes, and I vowed to myself that I would never do it because my mom.
But blacks were better than cigarettes. I feel like they would be worse.
They are worse, But I felt like, well, I'm not buying a pack of cigarettes and like with cigarettes.
Oh, you buying 1 or 2 black?
Yeah.
That's the.
But the thing
Breaking
about it
it
is, it
down.
got so bad, I would literally smoke like 3 or 4 blacks a day. And mind
Wow.
you, Black and Miles is like 10 cigarettes. How did you do that?
Wow.
It was nobody but God kept me. And
Thank you, Lord.
Because that was enough to about kill you. And I would, like, you remember that bag I threw away? Like, it was like 2021. I ever showed y'all the picture. It was a bag, and I had a bag, and it was full of Black and Mild papers. And I took it. I never showed y'all. I definitely showed y'all. But it was literally nothing but Black and Mild papers, plastics in a bag.
I don't know
full.
if this is petty. This is off subject. Like if I see a cigarette or a Black and Mild, you know how people be like saving it and they'll put it somewhere outside.
I didn't know they would do
Yeah,
that.
I've seen them like try to save it, like because sometimes you can't smoke in stores, so they'll try to save it like in an area outside and come back to it. I'll step on it or I'll throw it away. I don't know if that's petty or not. I was like, you don't need it.
Do that,
Let's toss it. And I've stepped on
I
it.
never even thought about that.
Really
Yes.
Yeah, the scent is. It's very strong. Cigarettes, Black and Milds, all of those things.
In hair, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's really strong.
And you could
you
tell
hug
somebody
'em.
smoke in the hair.
You hug them, and that you can smell it. And no, you can't mask it with the perfumes. Yeah.
Oh no.
And,
You need Febreze.
I seen that status. There was like men. I'm so tired of men thinking that weed is the new cologne or something like that. Be mixing weed and Dior. I was weak. I said I can't stand a funky man. Like you gonna have to come completely clean.
And
smelling.
weed, although it's a lot of people use it for medicinal purposes. A lot of people use it just to keep calm.
Yeah, okay.
It's something that it's like a
At
little piece
first
of
you
hair
were
in there or
choking there, something in there. Get that as long as it ain't no ant bud.
But when you smoke and everything, when you smoke, I don't even remember. I lost my train of thought.
You said something about men. We were talking about men smelling like that.
No, you said medicinal.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
they
you said.
use it. I know they use it for
Medicinal.
medicine.
Oh,
Medically.
Okay. I learned a new word.
You
Praise
do
the Lord.
not. If you want to go on a date, if you do not smell good. Because weed doesn't smell good. It doesn't have a good smell, no matter what you like it for.
Y'all know our code word for weed. Y'all remember it?
I
We
do.
ain't gonna say it out loud.
We ain't gonna tell y'all though.
Yes.
Okay, there
I'm
you
about
go.
to say, come on now.
Okay, go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
But yeah, you don't smell good. And so I can't date someone who,
No, I can't.
Maybe
either.
we need a code word for when somebody smells, when a lady smells, because we have the weed one. Because like y'all smell that such and such, such and such. We need.
You shouldn't even have the word. The word smell shouldn't even be involved.
No. I'm saying like that's what we say when we smell.
Yeah,
code word.
But I said if somebody actually smells, the word smell shouldn't even be involved.
So we should have a code word. We're gonna make it up later. Y'all don't need to know.
And
We'll figure it
then I'll be the one to tell them. I'll be the one.
Yep, I'm for sure.
I will be the one.
For sure, you're right on.
Because they need. And it depends on the circumstance.
Y'all know my story. I had my mama, the rag was dry. She popped me, going to take a bath. Had to come back and had literally smell my whole body. She smelled my whole body. I felt so
violated.
right.
Yeah,
like,
but it taught you. It taught you. Clean yourself.
For sure.
Clean yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why a little shame when you're a kid will bring forth a clean adult. That's
Yeah,
why
just a
tell
little
your
shame,
kids
just a
when they
little shame.
musty. Like, that's you. No, you stink. Go take a shower. You don't want to smell like
It
that.
helps.
Right.
It
It
helps
helps because it comes from a place of love.
It does.
Right.
You
It
don't want
comes
them to
from
go
a place
around.
of love.
And then
I mean,
people
don't
gonna
embarrass
talk
them in
about
front of like they in front of all their friends. You stink. Just wait till they get home. Hey, listen, you a little stinky. You a little musty. Go. You don't want your friends
And
smelling
don't
you
do
like
too
that.
much on them either. Don't. You
Right.
stink.
Yeah,
Girl, you
just-
know better than that. Go wash your tail. Don't cuss at them either. That's rude. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all do what y'all do in your own house. But I'm just saying, sprinkle a little shame.
Just a little
a
bit.
little tad bit. It
Just
ain't
a
even shame. It's just like a.
It's correction. It's
That's
not really.
it.
It's not shame.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's
we
a-
don't. We
but
don't do
they
shame.
might
We don't do
feel.
shame.
They might feel a
They
little
gonna feel
embarrassed.
What it is
shame.
you are correcting them at the risk of shame.
Right.
You're not
Oh, that's
trying
not-
to
spread
shame them.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
You're not trying
Yeah.
to shame them.
Yeah.
You're
Mhm.
correcting them, and at whatever cost that may be, because of the fact that you want them to learn the lesson.
And here's
and
a
you
tip.
Go ahead. No, I'm about to say, and you be like, ain't no need to feel shame, baby. I was like that too. You just know better, and now we're gonna make sure you get clean.
That's it. You're a human
That's
being.
it.
If you don't wash
That's
correctly
it.
or you miss a little
stinky.
bit,
That's
you get
it.
stinky. That's what
And
happens
then
to
after a
all
while,
human
they
beings.
get old enough, they gonna feel that crummy and crack. They gonna feel it.
That's
If they're
why
not wiping good.
a tip is to do it early. The
Yes.
earlier you do it, the better. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Miss Beverly was smelling bath cloths when she was young. Like
Yes.
she ain't wait till she was in middle school to
Right.
start smelling bath cloths. She
No.
started at early. You guys get them early. Then they gonna be like they gonna start to hate stink.
Yeah, teach young women, young men about using the right soaps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that if just because I use it as a mother doesn't mean you can use it as a daughter. Just because you use it as a daughter don't mean your brother
This
can
is a
use
legit
it.
question. Now, when do children start bathing themselves?
I don't know.
Every
What
child is
age did I
different. You
start
got to parent
bathing
the child.
Mm.
You have to parent each child.
I mean, I ain't rushing Harmony because I feel like you ain't gonna get it
I feel
good.
like I was about
but-
7. That was probably 7, 8.
I just wanted to know
You
when
can
they start
tell.
bathing
You can just tell.
themselves.
You'll know. You'll just know. It's just like saying, well, when do you take away the bottle? When do you do this?
Oh,
When
Harmony
do you do
did.
that?
You're right. She did all that on her own.
Yeah. It's
I
just,
never had to wean. I never had to
I'm
wean her
just
off a
thinking,
bottle.
Y'all feel like y'all.
When I start bathing
Start taking a bath.
myself,
I was probably about 8.
I
7.
wanna
I had
say
to be
7, 8 too.
I was thinking I was about 7 or 6. I think because I had to be super young when she smelled me the first time because we were out Sawyertown, and I think my grandma had just passed not too long from there. I don't remember what grade I
Okay,
was.
so she
but
didn't
I
give you-
wasn't in 5th grade yet.
She didn't give you long to mess things up. She said, "Listen, you gonna get this right now."
No, that's what I'm saying. I had to be like that type young. 'Cause
Young.
we moved out of that house when I was in 3rd grade, so I was 8 years old. So it was before then.
My grandma had no shame, and she would come in
on,
there
man, yeah.
with us because my grandma would run some bath water and put about 2 grandbabies in there, 2 or 3 of them, and be like, okay, and scrub down and say, this how you wash yourself. You wash yourself, and every now and again you have to soak. My grandma would always say that if you do not soak every now and again, just like with dishes, there's still some dirt. Your body will hold, your pores will close up and clog and all kinds of. Every now and again, you gotta soak.
Yeah, you think that still has to be done today, being they got exfoliant things?
No, I believe every now and again you gotta soak, because if you ever took a bath and you felt heavier when you got out the bathtub,
What
you
do
never
mean?
noticed? Like you feel a little heavier.
Heavier, yeah. I
Like
think
after the water.
kind of like when you get out. Yeah, when
I
you
like
get
that.
out, right?
When you soak for a minute and then you get out the bathtub, it's like you feel a little heavier.
felt
It's like
both.
you are
I felt
absorbing
the water. But I felt
Yes.
light before, and I felt heavy before.
Yeah, like you're absorbing that water, like it's getting down in there. It's up doing the in the crevices. It's good to soak every now and again. But so yeah, but there was a subject you wanted to bring up
Yes.
before we started.
So I was on TikTok, and this this guy was telling a story about his friend. He had permission to talk about it. Basically, the guy he had finally got a job that would give him 6 figures a year or whatever. And so he was like, he's been with his girlfriend for 4 years. He was like, yeah, man, y'all been holding it down, It was like, but I kind of want to test, her loyalty to me, basically. And I just don't know how, like, to see if she would really be down for me. Like, come whatever, basically. And, the guy was like, yeah. He was like, well, how you going to do that? He was like, well, that's what I'm coming to you for. He was like, okay, bet. So they came up with a plan to give the girlfriend a fake lottery ticket for $500,000. And the story went as the guy gave her, I think the guy gave it to her, or she somehow found it, or something of sort. She got it. And so I think he asked her for money or something, like he said he had needed. Now, I didn't let y'all hear the whole thing, but he had asked her, like, hey, I'm short this, that, and the third. And she was like, basically he asked her for money. And she was like, no, I don't got it. But she had already sent the text message to her sister with the picture of her winning it, and was like, I'm about to leave him, I'm going back to New York, blah, blah, blah.
She hated that man.
But that's the thing. And so he wanted to see if she would lie to him, and she basically did. And then she ended up leaving and getting on a plane and breaking up with him and saying, I can't do this, blah, blah. But she never told him that she had the money. So that's pretty crazy.
I wonder how she felt when she
found out that she
it was
had that
fake.
money.
I needed an update too. I ain't got the update yet, but that was all the way in November, so he didn't update us on that. And I'm a little mad about that. But maybe
they
I
might
need
be
to
working
find
it out.
I doubt it.
No,
So
I'm
do y'all
telling
agree
you.
with that?
Being
What
tested.
part? What part? Are you asking?
Testing people.
Well, I feel like if you have doubts, then I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's necessary. But it depends on the angle that you're looking at.
I think if you're going to test somebody, it is a way to do it.
Is that the way? Do you agree with his way?
I wouldn't have involved anyone else. That's one thing I wouldn't have involved. I probably wouldn't test anyway because I'd be like, Lord, if they ain't for me,
right? But
reveal
he's
it to
he
me.
not being
That's my
led
test.
by the Lord, though.
Right, he's not.
But
So
if you are a worldly person and you're not being led by the Lord, I probably wouldn't have involved anyone else.
So him calling his friend, you feel like?
Yeah, not just that. I mean, I don't think it was wrong. Just me personally, like I don't want you to see my relationship fumble, so I can't tell nobody else. Okay, so that's the reason why I wouldn't call nobody else. But I would test him in a way that really kind of wasn't a test. Like that was real testy. Like I don't know how I would have done it, but I don't really see.
Him.
So do you agree with what he did?
Excuse me. The fact that it worked out as she was a crappy person. Well, not really crappy person. I'm not gonna speak on her because I don't know her. But she looked like a gold digger. Well, not really a gold digger. She just left him because she got up.
Fed up.
No, she didn't get fed up. She probably, if she wanted been fed up, she could have left. It was because she got one up as far as financial state, and money changed her. Like, you know what? I don't need him. You know, and then she just kind of like dipped and lied when he asked for help about something on the basic level.
She was like, I
She
just
was like,
got this
no,
500,000.
no money.
No.
Like, no, like, how you gonna tell that man no? And he know you got it supposedly, but he's like you already let him know that
you're not
I don't
worth
have
it.
you don't have my best.
As a
interests at
worldly
heart.
couple, I don't see anything wrong with it. I feel like that's something that they would do.
And they should have done, as he should have done.
He wanted to know if she was gonna be down because he was about to get a promotion,
right? And not only that, he was gonna take her off her job, say she ain't got to work no more, like basically
and marry her,
and give her the world type thing.
I'm not mad that he did it.
And he like, nah, I gotta see if that's it. Like she the one. Like,
but why? Because most men know.
Mm-hmm.
Most men know very quickly. I wonder why it
after
took
dating her for 4 years.
For 4 years, it took that. That's why. I mean, I probably will never know because I don't know him personally. But why did it take him so long to know that she was the one?
That's a good question.
I can chime in here.
Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
It's been a while, guys.
A while. I think it's been months. Like literal months.
Almost a year.
Okay, that's not the conversation.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I understand how guys think. So there are guys that be like, when it comes to money, you want to make sure it's just not about the money. Sure, I understand that. My whole point in this situation was, I don't think after 4 years she gave him any indication that there was an issue. Now, if she had, I would be like, yeah.
But we don't know one way or the other.
But that's the point, because he didn't elaborate. He never said if, he had doubts or anything like that. All he said was,
but don't you think
no,
that
he
is the
didn't say
doubt?
that.
Don't you think that is the doubt, saying
No.
I gotta make sure she's the one? That's the doubt right there. Because
No.
if you had no doubt, you wouldn't even have had the thought to want to question her.
I don't think it
loyalty.
was a doubt. The way men
Then
think,
why not just marry her?
Right.
the way men, some men, they think, okay, I'm about to set you up. I just need to know you good. My thing was, and maybe I'm thinking from a Christian perspective, but you have been with her for 4 years. So if you have been with her for 4 years, he never expressed that she gave him any indication that there would be an issue.
Right.
Because of what he posted. Not us just reading into it. He never said that she, was a little shaky in some different situations. He never said that. Now, if he had said that, I'd have been like, okay, cool. Go ahead. Check it out. But he never did that. And so my thought is, and again, this is a Christian perspective. If that person never gives you any reason to doubt, if you do that to them, like what he did test her in that situation. And to Tay's point, I get that's kind of how, secular people do. But in a Christian perspective, if you are doing that, you shiesty. If she never gave you any indication from a Christian perspective, if she never gave you any indication, there's no way that you should be testing her this way. And I will look at it the same way. What you say?
Or this late in the game in 4 years.
This late in the game.
Well, he
4
got,
years. 4
he
years.
got he got the life that most people either flake or do something different on. Like, you don't never know what you're going to do until that type of money or something presents itself to you. So he's like, hey, let me make sure, because again, from the world's perspective, it's a lot of people that will flake on you or turn or do whatever which way, men and women though, because of money. And so we all know that.
Are we talking about a secular perspective or
that's
a Christian
what I said, from the world. I said from the world's perspective.
So from a secular perspective,
he has.
From a secular perspective, then I get it.
I just feel like that was his mindset, because that's the world's perspective. Like, it's almost like you can't trust nobody, but you still trust them at the same time. They don't really understand the depths anyway. So I think in order to go to the depths to say, hey, I'm going to marry you for the rest of my life, you're going to be down with me like when I'm down and when I'm up type of thing.
So what would be the equivalent of that for a female? Because men, okay, so when women value a man's what his security he can bring. What do men value from women?
Respect.
And their looks, though. They like to get a woman that they find attractive. That's pretty, right? Women, the prettier you are, the more so what if she like calls him and be like, babe, my face got messed up in a car accident or something? I don't know. Like, what would be
I don't think you would have to do that. I think it would literally have to be like a respect or loyalty thing. Men can't handle cheating. So we all know that.
Well, but I mean, like, to say, what would, like, as far as to know he's gonna
stay.
To know he's gonna stay. One of the things that I used to see women do is get somebody to call him and try to see if he'll cheat.
I think that's easy though. I think that's easy. I think you need to get him in a vulnerable spot and then see if he'll cheat.
That's messed up. I feel like that's playing games.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't. I would just say, because first of all, that's, like you said,
it's
that's secular things that you should.
Those are shiesty things, but we're trying to see what would the equivalent.
Like,
to see
in
if
other
a man
words,
was loyal.
Like, okay, the only reason why I even brought that up is to say this, because we're saying like from a secular perspective, it's okay for him to do that, to test a woman's loyalty. And I'm trying to just see.
I'm talking about, I guess, because most of the time women be talking.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying, yeah. So I'm saying that, is it okay? Like, okay, if it's okay for him to do it, it's okay for her to do it, basically. And I was trying to figure out
what is the equivalent of it.
Right.
So, Aaron, what would be the equivalent test for a woman to do to see if a man was loyal?
Pretty much what Sheena said. Like, if she tried to put him in a vulnerable situation, y'all not gonna like this, but if she tried to put him in a vulnerable situation and he fold, that's your fault.
Oh, well, I mean,
it's
just like hold on,
Mm-hmm.
just like he put her in a vulnerable situation and she folded,
like a folding chair.
You shouldn't have put her in that situation.
But a lot of people will be like, that's what she get, type of thing. But that's the perspective I'm trying to bring out. So like for him to be like, well, he good because she found out that's a gold digger, and people are very like when it comes to gold digging and stuff like that. Which, you know what I'm saying?
And I don't think she was a gold digger because it wasn't his money. It was technically hers.
Right. But at the same
time, it don't matter. My point is, I don't think he should have put her in that position,
right.
Period, unless he had some red flags. And that's the issue with this scenario. He never gave any indication that there were red flags. And so if he did, then I would be like, okay, fine.
Question.
But he never did, and because he never did, I don't think he should have put her in that position. But because if she put him in that position, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna get, somebody that he don't know, and I'm gonna get somebody that look good, and I'm gonna put him in that position, and I'm gonna get her to press him. But and if he folded and she left, he would have been pissed. But The
She had to
situation
been mad at
is
herself.
she should have never put him in that position.
Here's the thing. That's the thing that I'm trying. I guess what I'm trying to say is that okay. So when it comes to just my experience, I don't know what anybody else's is, but my experience of the internet is when it comes to stuff like that, the man, if men don't, you don't hear about men doing it too often, but if they do, it's like, yep, you should have did that because now you found out, blah blah blah. But if in the perspective of a man doing it, it's more common and more known, and so women have done that. I've heard of women doing.
I hear more
this
women
and that,
doing
right,
it than men.
to try to test his, loyalty and stuff like that. Which, like Aaron says, if he's not giving you an indication, then you shouldn't be doing that.
But, wouldn't that bring out a whole
But a
nother
lot of
can
times they will back
worms?
up. They will be like, "Oh, she shouldn't have done that." And of course he did. He a man. What you expect? And you'll hear those type of perspectives versus saying, and no, like ain't nobody, too many people probably coming to her defense.
Oh, it was a lot of women coming to her defense.
Oh, it was.
A lot of women.
That's
But
interesting.
question: if he would have
That's
actually
interesting.
proposed to her, they would have got married and all this thing. Do y'all think they would have made it? Do y'all think that relationship would have lasted?
From
Knowing what we know now that she would have failed the test, do y'all think if he never
she
did
didn't
the
love
test,
him.
No, yeah, there was no love there.
She
for
didn't
her.
love
so
him.
you think she would have just stayed for comfort?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
She
the thing
stayed
is,
that
you
long.
can't
Hold
make
on,
it
wait a second.
in
Then why did
relationships
she
like
stay
that.
4 years?
She
Because there was no
comfortable.
comfort in money.
That's
They
what
were
I wanted to
clearly-
know too. Why did you stay for 4 years if you weren't happy, you weren't married, you
But that's
had
my
no
point.
kids?
That's why I said we don't have enough information. So this is a faulty situation here because we
Right,
don't
that's
know enough.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Like, it
First,
don't make
it's gaps,
sense.
and we can't clear up. Number one, and number two, women will stay in a situation to help themselves, but I'm not women, men, women,
People.
boys,
People.
girls. It's a lot of people in situationships right now because of the level of comfort it brings versus I'm in love with this person, and I just want to. I'm here because I want to be. So I'm guessing she didn't have no way out. She saw comfort and a roof over her head, and she was probably like, "I'm gonna have to wait this out."
Tabitha Brown she had an interview and she said her and her husband often sometimes stayed together because they were too broke to separate.
Wow.
She said they went through a space where they was like, listen, I don't like you and I don't even really want to be with you, but we got to pay these bills and I ain't got nowhere else to go. And they said
That is
love
tough.
eventually came back around. It's the same thing when people stay for kids though. When I got these kids here, I need we need help. Like together, I can't raise them by myself. You can't raise them by yourself. Let's stay together for the kids' sake, and then love comes back around. It's the same thing. Sometimes it doesn't happen for everybody.
Yeah, that's
but
tough.
it's the same thing.
That is tough.
Mhm.
That is
Harsh
tough.
realities for some relationships. Not all people will see those things, but it's not uncommon.
Yeah,
Very true.
tough conversations, guys.
Tough conversations. These
Very
are the tough
tough.
conversations
Tough.
that people are afraid to have.
Yeah. Do you really love them? What are you there for?
Right, you get $1 million a day, or $500,000. What you gonna do? Leave them?
I don't want to
I
be
don't
in any relationships that I'm not in it to
If
love
somebody,
that person.
if somebody
If
offered
somebody-
you $1 million to leave them, what are you saying?
No, like
Have you ever been in a situation like that?
What?
Well, you not you. Have you
Okay, I'm
ever
not sure.
been in a situation where it's just like, if I go with them, I'd be comfortable and I'd be taken care of.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean,
yeah, me
my-
too. But
my
I
situation,
can't.
would've
I
been
just
like,
can't find myself doing that.
Oh, I could have, but the situation is different. But
What did you say? Offer $1 million? You said what?
like, would I like to not to leave, but would I leave if I had that amount of money? Just if I was with the person that I was just with, would I leave them?
Because you had
'Cause
somebody
I'm
new
good.
money. I
Let
would.
me let me ask y'all this:
I would
what
do it.
what if y'all found somebody that was trying to talk to y'all and they was like they had like $300 million?
Mm-hmm. I would still
What-
have to get to know that man because
what would be a absolute no?
don't believe in God.
Let's say he do believe in God.
You ain't got no fruits of the spirit.
No, like he really believes in God.
If
like
he's
he
the
has
one for me,
fruits
then yes.
full with
Okay.
the Holy
Wait a minute.
Spirit.
I have-
Give
Hold
me a full
on.
scenario.
Yeah, but I need
Full
all
up
of
the
it.
Holy Spirit. Tongue speaking, has gifts. What would be a situation for y'all that's worth $300 million? But is there anything that he
I know
could have
Sheena's.
in his
I don't know
personality, or even physical looks that
your
y'all
mind.
would be like,
Leave your
I
mind.
can't deal with?
Personality.
Again, if he makes $300 million filled with the Holy Spirit, he's a man
I'm
of
gonna let Sheena
God.
go first.
But is there anything that
In
he
his
could have
personality.
in his personality, physical appearance, or anything
I know
that
Sheena.
would stop y'all
Go ahead. Say
if
it.
he wanted y'all?
I'll
That
say
would
this.
stop y'all from
Alright, let
actually
us answer.
going with him.
The same
Go ahead.
thing that would stop me if he had $0 is the exact same thing that would stop me if he had 300 million. And I mean that from my core. Like, it's not you would
Okay, what is
What
it though?
Yeah, you about to go.
if you can't accept my family. Like, for example, like my mom is a pastor. So if you don't believe in women pastors, which some
What if
people
he
don't,
do?
okay, then there isn't anything. What is? I mean, you're tearing
he
down.
won't-
all of my-
Listen. No. I'm talking about
personality and looks.
personality,
Simply personality
and
and
looks.
looks. Okay.
Abusive.
Being oh, there's a couple. If you're not emotionally intelligent,
First of all, if he ain't for me, the Lord gonna tell me. But especially don't matter the amount of money. But personality wise, you cannot be a dismissive person. Like she said, it has to have emotional intelligence. I refuse to
I
raise
agree with
another
that.
grown man. Okay, I refuse to tell you about how I feel, and you said to
the
tell
aggression.
me. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was. I refuse. Cause I can't take it. It's so heavy. Cause you want a partner that can actually understand you and hear you, and y'all work through things. Cause it ain't always gonna be easy. And I need somebody that's gonna be able to be willing
Do
to
you
get
work
down
through
in the mud.
things?
I do my best. What do you mean?
No, I'm asking.
I
you.
about to say, don't I
What if
work
he
through
doing?
things?
What if
reason
he
why-
doing his best?
Hold on. The reason why I asked that is because a lot of people request things that they don't do.
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying. I request it because I know
So
how
funny.
to. You know what I'm saying?
What if he doing his best?
Eric doing too much. But I feel like, for physical
funny to me.
aspects, you can't be puny and have that amount of money and think I'm gonna try to respect you. You can't have no high
I
pitched
mean,
voice.
small, like a small man.
Yeah, height wise. And it
Height-wise.
don't even mean like you need to be 6'7".
yeah, we don't-
I'm not
yeah,
talking
she's
about
not
that.
doing
Like
that, yeah.
you
You
don't
don't
need
need
a
to be
good
6'5".
5'8", 5'9", I'd be all right. But you can't be
Risha,
5'5", 5'4". I don't want nobody that's 5'4".
You
Can
can-
I have my preference?
No,
and then he asked
no,
me?
no. I'm saying like you do 5. You can do 5'7". You've done 5'7".
Yeah, 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah.
Don't do that. I didn't say nothing was wrong with it.
Oh yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. You said 5. Yeah, 5'7".
it gotta be a nice everything, but physical, yes. I can't do puny like and scrawny.
Skinny.
Yeah, and I can't
You
do
need a
high
man with
pitch.
some girth to him.
How tall are you, Risha?
I'm 5'4",
5'4".
but I can't.
So you couldn't do nobody 5'5".
no,
I'm 5'5".
I wouldn't
No, I'm
want that.
5'6".
I can't either.
I don't want that.
How tall are you,
And I'm not
Sheena?
saying
I'm
he
only
has to
5.
be basketball tall either.
So hold on, wait. Let's
Everybody
put this
taller
in
than you.
perspective here. You're 5 feet. You're 5'4",
Yes.
and neither one of y'all want anybody that's 5'6",
I'm 5'6".
5'7",
Hold
I
on.
would do 5'7", 5'8".
5'6",
It starts at 5'7".
5'5".
It starts at 5'7".
Hold on.
He's still
I think
taller
that's-
than you.
I think that's good though because
Um,
most women be like, I want 6 feet.
Yeah.
He's
But
still
I just-
taller
I
than
don't-
you.
I
know.
wear a lot of heels, Aaron.
Yeah, and she wears
So,
heels.
no, I-
don't
5'1".
Shayna, you 5'5", you 5 feet. In heels, you're 5'3", 5'4". It ain't gonna matter if you got
Listen,
somebody that's
you-
5'6",
You can't
5'7".
argue us.
That's
No,
my
that's
perspective.
I'm
about
just
our
saying.
wantings.
Okay,
of the
so
$300 million
that's a deal breaker?
man.
What's that?
5'7",
No,
No,
she
no,
said
but
it.
I
She
know.
said-
Yeah,
5'5".
We talking about physical.
Is that a deal breaker?
Yes,
yeah,
because
because I wear
than
6
me.
inch heels.
I need y'all husbands to be taller than me.
Hold
at
on.
least.
For me, I actually have 6 inch heels.
That's what.
I don't,
Okay,
but-
5'6". Is that a deal breaker?
That's what I just said. Yeah, because we're looking at each other.
So what? What if that's the guy that has everything you're looking
You
for?
asking, and my answer's no.
No, I'm asking. If that's the
No.
guy that has everything you're looking for,
No.
you will kill that because he looks you in your
Now,
eyes.
for me, you can't really do that one, because if God says, I will
comply
Yes.
if the Lord says.
Right.
What if
So
he
that's-
says, "I'll let you choose"?
You
Then
can
no.
have whatever
Then
you
no.
like.
My answer
If
is
the
no.
Lord gonna let me choose, He already know what to send me. All right. Okay.
Here's
Because
the problem with that.
okay.
If he'll let you choose,
Jesus, I got
But he
excited.
knows
Think about choosing, Lord.
that you will
I
get
ain't got
a
nobody to choose.
6-foot guy next that don't have as much money, that's not as emotional
See,
emotional.
you're
Hold
now
on.
you're adding to the scenario.
No, because you made your choice. So that's your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna say
But
this. I have another
next-
reason. I have another reason. My thing is this. When it comes to, because I mean, I've dated guys, that
Somebody
were
look
shorter.
intimidating.
Well, to me, it's not even
A
about
little
just
bit.
attraction.
A little bit.
I always said this: anybody who dates me has to also be able to face my ex-husband, and he has to be able to be cool with him, all of that. And I understand that the man that he is, he's a dominating man. Nothing wrong with that. Me and him are always gonna be cool. However, if he's looking down at you, he's that won't work.
A 6-foot man that has never
Like you can
hold
be,
on,
you can be a
Sheena.
little shorter.
A 6-foot man that has never boxed can look down at Floyd Mayweather. Who
Hold
you
on.
think go win?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, but that's my point. You're saying that height equates dominance.
I'm saying
That's what you're portraying. Hold on. That's what you're
That's not-
portraying.
you ain't
But
let-
that's what you're portraying.
No,
Hold
it's not.
on. Let me finish. So you're portraying, if he looks down on him, and that means this dominance. But that's not the case, because there are a whole lot of short people.
Okay, so let me paraphrase, because because I wasn't saying look down as in he's shorter. Because if he's 5'7", 5'8", but he has some personality, he got some, like, we might be all right. But if you know what I'm saying, just puny, and you my height, there's not gonna be, and then it's gonna be, there will be a respect thing happening.
Well, for
I don't wanna
I know
give
for
too much
me,
information
I
there,
just
but-
know that, like, the high pitched voice, I can't take a whiny man. So you can have all the money in the world and the height, but baby, if you whine, keep it moving. I can't do it. My nerves will not be able to let me respect you as a man, and that is just respectfully respected. Like, I can't do it. I can't do no whining man.
The sexual attraction is important.
Put some
to me.
bass in your voice when you talking to me. Don't mean you got to yell at me, but if you have a problem, don't go up here. Don't do that. I have my experiences with men, and it don't matter how much money you got, I would have to live with it. And I know we're going to have some friction, and we're going to end up not together anyway, because I can't take those things. Those things cringe me. Like, if it's cringy, I will never settle again. I don't care for how amount of money. That's just me. I'm going to get what I want. In Jesus' name.
Nothing wrong
And
with
the
that.
Lord know what I want.
Yeah.
And I
But
don't want no puny,
I think that
high-pitched crying
I just want to be, for my attraction, I do want to, if I'm in my heels, at least look up to him a little bit.
Ain't nothing
Not-
wrong with that.
Not right here. Not right here.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. What were we supposed to be talking about?
about hard conversations.
Hard
But then
conversation.
Aaron
That's a
came up-
hard conversation to
It
have.
is, because $300 million, a lot of people like, I'll take the man. And some people be settling. And I be like, baby, I got to wake up to you. And I got to procreate with you at my age. No, thank you. I will not have the ugly baby on the internet circling around. You will not do it to me.
Said the ugly baby.
You won't do it to me. I don't know why I feel so uppity with this topic right now, but it's like, no. I'm choosing. I'm picky right now. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, and I mean,
But
we
anyway.
we should all have the.
Right, and they could be picky with me too, because I'm not everybody cup of tea, because I'm only for one person anyway. So
Period.
okay, don't never
Fair
let me
enough.
know never mind, because I'm gonna love me regardless.
That's fair. That's
rich or
fair.
poor, I'm in it for the win it with myself.
Y'all, good night.
Say y'all good night.
Good night.
Oh Jesus, that was
It's been an
funny to
interesting
me.
topic though.
It was. I got really excited talking about what I want.
What
in
you
life.
want in a
Yeah, and I
man.
feel
Good,
because I've
good.
been in a drought. Just thinking
Thank
about
God.
it, like, I don't want it.
That's awesome. But yes. So basically, no settling.
Oh no.
No settling.
And we've been
No
married
settling.
before, so we ain't got time to be
That's
settling
true.
twice. Who?
That's true.
My God, my God.
And
I
then
told
when
him the
you-
next time it's on the
I think that when
deathbed to
you
go
have
see
done
Jesus.
when you've done work on yourself
Yes.
and you've done work
Well, I'm still working
in
hard.
your in your personality
working overtime
within
in
your career
myself.
as a mother, as a friend, as a
prayer warrior.
with your relationship with God, when you've done all of that work. Now it's one thing if you did two things and you think you need a pat on the back and a cookie. But when you've actually put in work to heal traumas, to do things that God has told you to do, to bring clarity to your life, heal all that stuff, you don't want to settle, because why would you do all of that? You know, just to find someone
son come tear it up
who's
over
going
$300
to-
million. I bet
Right,
you I won't.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I keep having
have
to
to be
In other
raggedy.
words,
Because why would you want to come and tear it up? And I'm saying if he came and tear it up, not to let somebody raggedy son tear it up. And they ain't got to be all raggedy, but you know what I'm saying.
that's true though. You don't want to allow someone in your space. Bad company corrupts good character. So you want to have someone that's going to help continue to build what you've already worked on, you know.
Absolutely. For sure.
So that's for me. It doesn't, the height, the 300 million, all of that becomes irrelevant on the scale of, can you help me build?
Right, and what your spirit feel like.
brick by brick.
Okay.
This has been another episode of Maybe We Can Help. I was just checking, was I dehydrated? You dehydrated? Oh, you good? You good? Oh, you go, okay. We not thirsty.
Hydrated.
Not
Okay.
thirsty. We hydrated. This has been another episode of Maybe We Can Help. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Don't be afraid to tell that friend. You're a little ripe.
Was that this one?
Yes. Uncomfortable
man.
conversations. We veered
Or
off.
call Shannon. She'll do it for you.
Don't call me. don't call me.
Y'all have a good one. I'm Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.